Charles Oliveira versus Arman Tsarukyan. I'm picking Charles, guys. Charles Oliveira has finished everybody in the top five except Islam Mackachev himself and Arman Tsarukyan himself. And he has not fought Arman Tsarukyan yet, and he might as well finish him when they fight. So that's why I'm picking Charles. He knocked out Michael Chandler. He choked out Justin Gaethje. He choked out Dustin Poirier. He finished Beneil as well by TKO, which is Arman's latest and greatest win of his entire career. So the best thing that Arman has done in his career, Charles did it as well, and he actually did it before, where one could argue that for Arman and likely gave Arman that confidence boost, like this guy just got finished, I can finish him too. So I'm gonna go with Charles Oliveira. I don't think this fight goes the distance. I think Charles likely finishes him, and because most of Charles' fights end up by finish. That's why he has the most submissions in UFC history, and I believe the most finishes in UFC history as well. So I'm going to pick Charles by finish, although a decision is possible as well. And the unfortunate part of this is that if Charles wins, I don't think he's going to fight Islam Mackachev. I don't see that happening. His team and himself have already expressed the wanting to fight Conor McGregor. So I think that that's likely what they'll do. I think that he will likely want to fight Conor McGregor, and a June turnaround, which is what Islam wants, will likely be too close for Charles. Um, so that's the unfortunate part. If Arman wins against Charles, it's a little bit. I'm not that interested in that fight. It already happened. Islam won, and Arman's only going to be riding, two good wins essentially, like Charles and Beneil. He hasn't fought Dustin Poirier, hasn't fought Justin Gaethje, Michael Chandler, all of these other killers in lightweight. He hasn't fought them, so there's a lot of Arman hype right now because he just knocked out Beneil, but that's really the most he's done in his career. His toughest fights he's lost, and that's not hating on the guy. He's got incredible skills. He has the potential to even be champion in this division, but as of right now, he hasn't done the things that he thinks he's done. He thought he deserved the title shot after beating Dariush, and or at least I thought he thought that. And I'm not too excited for that fight if it were to happen anyway. But just because they would likely negate, they try to wrestle each other, they negate the wrestling. It might be a stand-up fight because of that, but maybe not really, because their first fight was a lot of wrestling being attempted, and Islam was able to out wrestle him, and it just wasn't the most exciting fight. Although this one, I think, is going to be a lot more exciting. I'm picking Charles by finish.